Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So I did hide the support areas, which to a degree are still relevant now here on the chart, because now here this is getting a little bit flooded otherwise with a support area. So I've taken them out. Don't want to confuse you too much here with the different colors on the chart. So we are focusing only on the one that is relevant, and if one gets relevant again, we can put it back on. But for me at the moment, it's relevant what we're doing here. Yeah, this is very important. I already had a question on the Ethereum chart why I highlighted this support area in orange. Now, if you've just watched the previous video, you will not know about this support area, but it's one that I added throughout the day. I obviously, channel members have access to the live charts, and I also update this typically on the Signals channel on Telegram and Discord. But this is a support area. The question was why this is in orange. The reason why this is in orange is because the orange wave count here is valid as well. Yeah, let me explain. So obviously at the moment the primary expectation would be still to escalate higher as long as the weekend low is holding, and actually as long as the 22,000 I think it's 22,200 level is holding. That's relevant on the support area that I have removed or hidden. As long as that's holding, the idea is to subdivide eventually higher into the 29k plus region. However, if we lose the weekend low, then this will increase probabilities that we are going to move into the alternative wave count, in which we would first of all see a larger correction, something like this. A wave down, yeah, B wave up, C wave down. Maybe like that, yeah, or it could even be that this is only then the A wave, we're gonna subdivide in B and then come down. Either way, but it would then morph into the alternative wave count, in which we have already completed the movement that started back in November. So this rally, okay? And why is this orange support area now so relevant? Well, first of all, overnight we had here a small turning point that worked out nicely. So everybody would be in profit who used it and entered. However, I did highlight to you that we can give it the benefit of the doubt, and I would expect at the moment it to move higher. But as you know, the market doesn't always do what we expect, and therefore we want to be prepared for different scenarios. In the end, since the weekend lows, the market hasn't moved that much. Yeah, it has moved a little bit, but here Bitcoin wise, it's not really exciting, to be honest. Now, again, we can try to count here a 1-2. 1-2 setup into this, okay, and this is the support area that needs to hold 23,232. And as you know, orange is sort of higher risk. Why did I highlight that as higher risk? Because it's at higher risk of breaking, because we have one wave up, we have one wave down, and we have one wave up. So it could be this orange count ABC. If this is an ABC structure, which might still do another high, okay, but if this is an ABC structure and we eventually drop below 23,232, then it indicates that this setup is going to fail, and we really only have an ABC here. I do think the probability for an ABC structure is not too low. The reason is due to this choppy price action of the weekend low. So could very well be that, yeah, as I said, we came down here in 3 waves. This is going to be a 3-wave move. Yeah, okay, maybe we get one more high, but there is a risk that due to the choppy nature of that advance that started on the weekend, this will eventually break down. So again, not my primary expectation, but to operate successfully in this market, you need to know about these scenarios, which might mean that you want to be on your toes, you want to be watching, you might take some risk off depending on which time frame you're trading, things like that. Okay, this is what you eventually need to understand. This is now a very, very decisive moment here. Key level, because we in theory could say we've already done this A wave, we've done the B wave, and you can count 5 waves up. This could have been the C wave already. Yeah, let me just double check that. Yeah, because it reached the very first target for a C wave anyway, the 61.8 extension. Now, where I would expect key resistance here is at 24,200 or 220. That's the 1-to-1 ratio, A to C. So I'm going to highlight that with a dotted line as a possible resistance level, and maybe even in red. So possible A to C target, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put it on here. A to C target. So this is going to be important here. If we break above that level, okay, that's fine, but it could still be, this ABC could still head into resistance here when we a little bit higher. So if I'm adding here resistance, yeah, okay, now you see it actually. So this is the resistance area relevant for the B wave, okay. We hit that perfectly. I mean, if I start from there, go to the low, this is the resistance area for the B wave. So I would be a bit careful now. Let me spread that out here a little bit. Right. So how do I mean that? Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, let's hide that. Okay. Well, the orange count ABC, yeah, that would be a B wave. So the B wave would normally react to the area between 24K in this case and 24.7, so between the 50% and the 78.6 retracement. You can see how well it adhered to the 50% retracement and got rejected. So just be on your toes here. I don't want to sound bearish, but I want to highlight the risk that we're facing here on the lower time frame. Really only above 24,727, the risk of a B wave top decreases. Okay. So we can focus on the white wave count, which indicates we have a 1-2-1-2 setup here, but be aware there, if we see strong rejections in here and it doesn't really rally in a third wave as it should be in a wave 3, then we might break down from here. So if we fail in this resistance area and then lose the 23,232 level, then we will probably head down further and also lose the weekend low. That's now a very, very important, you could call it make or break point. Okay, and that's why the support area is in orange, to highlight higher risk. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.